Hello everyone. In previous demonstrations I had the opportunity to show you how to use the Quarkus Backstage Dev Service, a test container for Backstage, ready to use and well integrated with the Quarkus Gitea Dev Service. Gitea is a Git repository service like GitHub on-prem, you could say. And the whole concept is that when you are using the Quarkus Backstage Dev Service, all components, all entities that you're registering to Backstage, they are actually stored in repositories hosted by the Gitea Dev Service. I also had the opportunity to demonstrate the process of reverse engineering an existing Quarkus application in order to generate a Backstage template out of it. And in this demonstration, I'm going to combine the two in order to show you how you can create dev templates. Dev templates are, let's say, variations of the regular one that are tuned in such a way so that they work in a complete isolation from live environments or the real world. In other words, for instance, if your template is using GitHub or GitLab or something like that, the corresponding dev template will replace the publishing to Git repository with publishing to the Gitea Dev Service. Okay, enough talking, let's jump into action. I'm switching to my terminal, I stopped the dev mode, and now I'm going to my application.properties file, where I'm going to add the following property: quarkus.backstage.devservices.template.installation.enabled equals true. I'm going to restart the dev mode, and what this property will do is that it will help me generate the template at build time. In previous recordings we did that using the Quarkus CLI, but an alternative is do it at build time, provided that you add the Quarkus Backstage extension to your pom.xml Gradle config file and stuff. And the other thing that it does is that when the dev service starts, it will automatically install the generated template to the dev service so that it is ready to use. We see in the log that the Backstage container is starting, and we also see that components, APIs and templates are installed too. So in theory I should be able to go back to my dev UI, refresh, let me reload, and then access the Backstage container that has the generated template pre-installed. I'm clicking create and I'm seeing the Hello Backstage template. I will choose it and we'll go through the steps. And at the third step I see that the templates prompt me to specify GitHub related information, which is something that when I'm developing my application or running integration tests, I don't want to do. I don't want to have to deal with a live system. So what I'm going to do instead is that I'm going to jump back to my application configuration, and I'm going to add another property, the quarkus.backstage.devservices.devTemplate installation enabled equals true, which will do two things. One, it will generate a variation of the Hello Backstage template we used earlier, and that variation will use Gitea instead of GitHub. And the other thing, of course, is that when the dev service starts, it will automatically install that to the dev service. The Gitea container started. Now we are waiting for the Backstage container to start and become ready. Container is ready, component is installed, API is installed, and template Hello Backstage is installed. But also we now see a new template which is called Hello Backstage Dev Template. Let's jump back to the Dev UI and reload and visit the Backstage Dev Service UI. Now, by clicking Create, I see that I have two templates. Hello Backstage, which was the template we've seen earlier, and Hello Backstage Dev, a dev-friendly version of the Hello Backstage template. Okay, let's see what makes it dev-friendly. Everything looks the same at first glance, but when I go to the Git repository, I see that instead of having GitHub related configuration, I have everything I need in order to publish my generated app to Gitea. I will click Review and Create. The application is generated, it is published to Gitea, and the component is actually registered. And in theory, I should be able to click here and see the source. I think that linking to the source at the moment is not working correctly, so what I'm going to do in order to see the source of my generated application is to click here to go to the Gitea dashboard. I'm going to log in. This is the dashboard of the Gitea Dev Service. And I see that inside the Gitea Dev Service, I have a dev my app, which is exactly what we generated using the template. Everything looks as expected, including Helm, POM.xml, and everything works fine. So let me recap. I started this demonstration by showing how one can automatically install generated templates in the Quarkus Backstage Dev Service. And then I demonstrated how you can easily convert that template into a dev-friendly variant that uses Gitea instead of whatever Git repository you were originally using. This is really handy because it gave me the opportunity to generate an actual application out of that template and go full circle without having to touch any real environment, which is pretty important when it comes to development, pretty important when it comes to integration testing. Stay tuned. I'm going to also show you in future demonstrations how you can import and create dev templates from existing templates and not templates generated by Quarkus Backstage itself. I think next week most probably I will have something like that. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed it, and till next time, bye bye.